Good morning, everybody. It's 10 a.m. here. I have a tractor to show you guys for today. A Massey Harris Senior 102 or 102 Senior. They called it Twin Power as well. Picked this tractor up at auction. Don't know the history of it. It does run, but we're going to be working on it today. It doesn't run great. It just dies. I think the carburetor is, the float is stuck. See here. Tractor 360746, model 102 SS. Looks like it had a restoration. Home restoration, probably 20 years ago, 30 years ago or something like that. I do know the engine was rebuilt. Not sure why it had to be rebuilt. Maybe it was burning oil or something like that. Goodyear tires, made in Canada. These could be original, actually. Massey Harris was built in Canada, and my two combines over there, the Super 27 has Goodyear tires that were made in Canada, and I'm pretty sure you can't get those anymore. So I bet you these are original tires, but I could be wrong. PTO. It has a little cover on here. I'm not sure if it even has a PTO then. Maybe someone can tell me if they know. Looks like we got some oil. Actually kind of looks like it's coming out of the plug there, so that might be not a big deal. Overall in pretty good shape. Tires are decent. Not perfect, but that's fine. Looks like we've got a paper pulley. Looks to be in good shape, actually, and it's been painted to save the finish, which is all right. Here's the engine. I believe this is a Continental. Actually, yeah, it's a Continental. It's kind of interesting. The distributor usually comes out the top here, which is kind of a weird design, but anyway, this has a magneto instead of points and condenser and all that, and a distributor. So I actually like that because it's just easier to work on. Everything's contained. You have just a kill wire. You don't need batteries to start it. You can start it by hand. You don't need any electricity. Like I said, I had it running. A friend of mine knew about this tractor, and he said that it wouldn't start. First thing I went to is I went right into the points and I cleaned them, and then it fired. It had spark and it fired up. So yeah, looks like we got a water trap here. That's kind of cool. Never seen an exhaust like that. Yeah, some makeshift ball valve here for the fuel. I might actually add a filter there instead. Chain drive coupling for the driveline. Not sure, you could probably just see that. Yeah, so we're gonna get into this carburetor. It runs for about 20-30 seconds and then dies, and then you can restart it. 12-volt system. Runs really nice, has good oil pressure and everything. It's just I haven't been able to really drive it. I drained the fuel out of it. The fuel was like root beer, so if you could only smell that. So I don't know. We'll have to see about fixing that up. Yeah, 12-volt battery. The cover for this side's just over there. Let's take a look at the oil. It's pretty black. Probably get an oil change done next year when we run it more. Breather or fill. 12-volt generator. I don't know if that works or not. Belt looks to be in nice shape. Big belt on it. Radiator. Radiators. got something in it. I might add a bit more. I noticed that it's sitting a little sideways, the filler neck. I don't know if the rad was installed right or if that's how they were. I see these didn't use a pressurized system, or if it was supposed to, it doesn't have it right now. Yeah, I'll put you guys in the stand and we'll get tearing off that carburetor, and we'll go from there. All right, so got it set up here. Just need a screwdriver and a 14mm wrench. The fuel line, that might be a 16, but I just pulled it off the fuel line here, and we'll deal with it in the shop. Start by taking the choke off. So unloosening the set screw. Should I straighten that? Yeah. And loosen off the pinch bolt to hold the line. That's easy as that. And then just a 14mm. Undo the carburetor. I didn't really need this tractor, but the price is right, and yeah, it's going to be a nice one, I think, to just start up and go, never have problems. I'm hoping. I actually forgot we have a choke, or sorry, governor lever here with a what do you call that, hairpin or whatever. I'll have to go get some needle nose, so be right back. All right, I've got these long side cutters and some angled needle nose. The angled needle nose actually might not work very good for this. Oh, it's just a awkward angle. I might be able to get it from this side. Ow! I stabbed myself. Oh, there we go, cotter pin. Just put that on top of the manifold. We'll leave that here. And there we go, undid that. And leave those there as well. Just gonna leave the nuts. So we'll be putting it on shortly again. Go. Now the intake, pull the intake off there. That was kind of half on anyway. There we go. Easy as that. Let's see what we can do. All right. Let's get this baby back on. Looks pretty good. Kind of interesting that the steering shaft goes right behind the carburetor and under the mag. Like, it's a tight, that's a tight fit. And I think the steering shaft is actually hitting the carburetor, which is not ideal. Oh, we got to put these bolts on like while the carb is half down, because they won't fit above the manifold. On the good sign, the manifold is in nice shape. I'm glad it's not all cracked up or broken. I wish the adjustment was working to run on kerosene, but this isn't really a kerosene tractor anyway, so should be fine, whatever. All right, there's my wrench. Let's get this tightened up. Beautiful day today. It's starting to feel like fall. I love fall. Okay, let's get this throttle linkage on. I don't know if you can see this or not, but it's a tight fit. I can barely see. All right, and then get the cotter pin in. Oh, this is interesting to get in. Okay, we got it started. Oh. I got it through. I just wish it went a little farther down, but it's a little sticky. That might be on the governor side, not through the linkage. We'll see. Okay, that's good. We'll just turn that over a bit. Okay. Perfect. What's next? Choke. I like that it's got a spring return choke. Oh, never mind. Sorry, I didn't see the bolt to tighten. I thought it fell off, but it's just upside down. So let's get this little linkage in. This is kind of interesting. It's only wants to go one way. Okay. All right. Oh, I forgot my my screwdriver. Let me get my screwdriver. I'm gonna get some fuel too, and the battery. I forgot the battery. Okay. Whatever. We'll get to it. I think it was about there. Okay, that's choke is closed. I noticed that the governor housing is leaking oil up here, or it used to anyway. Okay, and now the fuel line. I'm not going to hook up yet because I want to flush that tank out, but I will at least start it here. All right. Oh, and then the intake pipe. Just to keep the junk out. All right, watch right here. I'm going to put some fuel in it. I don't know, like, I gotta take this fuel bowl off yet. We'll do that next, but let's just see if we can flush some of this crap out. At least so the carburetor we just cleaned isn't getting fresh crap. Like, I don't think it's gonna be perfect, unfortunately. I can see it in the fuel bowl. What does it look like? Yeah, disgusting. I don't want that in the carburetor. So, all right, so anyway, the fuel started to come clean. There's the fuel bowl. We'll take this fuel bowl off before I put the battery in. Oh good, the bail isn't very tight. So these are always a pain in the ass. Let's close the fuel petcock first. I don't think there's much fuel left, but I don't want it to make a mess. Oh. Look at that. It's like oil. It's just like liquid rust. Oh man, look at that. Jeez. Let me get a rag and brake clean. It's bad. Wow. I might have to take this off actually. I feel like it's not going to seal again. It's like mud coming out. Huh. I'm going to take it off. I've got my one wrench here still, and I don't know if it's the same size. Oh yeah. Okay. Perfect. That was easy. Let's see how tight this is in the tank. Probably pretty tight. I only got my pliers here. Let's see if I can. It's kind of tough to get to the top of this. Oh, there we go. Just enough room to get it off. Feel it just touching the metal frame of the tractor. There should be a screen up in here too. Yep. Or something. There was. Alright, so this is the screen I was talking about. You can see there is some kind of like, let's see if I can show you. There's some like fibrous material because it used to be a screen. Made in USA, so it's an oldie. Let's just cut that off. It's just asking for a place to get stuff caught on and whatnot. Oh, there's actually some junk in there. Big piece of this, whatever this is. Got this little nodule of something. Yeah. This is pretty rough. Yikes. I wish I had a little brush here, but... open up the needle valve. Felt junk come out on my hand. Okay, that's better. And the rubber gasket looks good. Now check this out. Let's get a little screwdriver in there. Pudding, anybody? Yikes. Wish I had an old rag here. Here. Yum. That's just what happens when the tractors sit. Old AC bale and cup. All right, I haven't found my battery yet. I'm not sure where it is, but we'll find it. Let's get this back on. Oh, I gotta close the fuel to actually get it to spin on, because there's a bracket really close to there. There you go. Just hand tight. Yeah, I shouldn't have put this glass on. It makes it a pain to tighten up the fuel line. There we go. Oh, excuse me. I think so once we get it running, we'll grease everything up too. Just so that's not forgotten. Because you don't do it this year and then you forget about it next year, and before you know it, years goes by. And haven't greased anything. Plus, it's been sitting so long, the grease that's in there could be pretty hard, especially the wheel bearing ones I'm worried about at the moment. So, all right, let's pour some fuel in now. And open up the fuel bowl. Ugh. Still gross. It was clean. I guess I'm stirring up the crap right now. Maybe I should wait. Let me close that, because the pressure of the fuel coming in is stirring up all the rust on the bottom. Well, it's a perfect time for you to see what I'm talking about. See that? The rust is coming out of solution, falling to the bottom. That's the whole point of that. And I see water too. Sorry. That's the whole point of that. It's a perfect opportunity to show you how it works. So, anyway, let's get a battery. All right. I like that it's got room for a really big battery. It's awesome. Perfect. All right. I like these little covers. Kind of cute. Covers up all that stuff. We checked the oil, we checked everything like that. I got fuel flow at the carburetor. Let's set you back and try and fire it up. All right, let's see what we can do. Coffee off. Let's just see what happens here. Where's the choke? Here. Fires right up. Sounds great. I've had it running before, so I'm not like super surprised. It starts really good. I don't see it charging though. It's got 25 pounds oil pressure. We'll take it to the shop quick and check if it's charging. Maybe the gauge is just screwed up. Let's take it over there. Well, as you can see, there's something going on still. Thought we had it figured out, but I don't know. Let me get my, well, let's actually see. Run it out a little bit. Huh. I'm gonna adjust the carburetor a bit. All right, let's fire it up again. Interesting. Not sure what's going on. Okay, I think the main jet was out way too far. So I turned it in like 5 turns and then it died. So... You heard at full throttle it was popping a little bit, running a little lean, so I backed it out a little bit more. But the throttle response is really good now. It was dying at idle because, well, I'll show you. There's a couple notches here. You can see there's like these step and notches and these step, then another step. And I had it in the idle a little too low. Like at one point it wants to die. So, oh, it sounds really good. Let's go see if it's charging. Turns out my meter that I have here is no good, so we'll just fill up the tires a bit. Okay, let's grease it. I'll shut it down and we'll start greasing it. I'm actually not going to show this because it's a dirty job. I shut it down. I noticed there's something leaking, but that could just be from overflow. Anyway, we got a whole bunch of points. I'll take you through them all once I'm done here. So I haven't decided yet if it's charging or not, but one thing that people often disregard, sorry, I got to use two hands here. Anyway, I'll get to them. It's hard to do with one hand because they're spring loaded, but these little oilers for generators and alternators. Looks like starter doesn't have one. Usually they don't. And also it's disregarded is water pump. I got that on there too. You got the typical grease fittings on all the pivoting points of the front end. I didn't actually look if the belt pulley had one. It might. Doesn't look like it. Not that I can see anyway, right now. I got the axles, all the pivots on the brake and clutch. There's one on the PTO shaft. Even if you don't use the PTO, it's good to do because it could turn. Oh, I forgot to do one on the steering. Steering linkage up here. Gotta get that one. And that's about it. I'll oil that up. And I guess we'll check the air filter. Oh, looks like my carburetor. Looks like the bowls. I'll turn the fuel off. Looks like the bowl isn't sealing. The whatever it's called, the float, the needle and seat. I'll have to address that one of these days too. All right, let's see if the belt pulley works. I don't know how does this work. Turn it, pull it, push it. You gotta push it in. Ah, there we go. Just tough. There you go. Whoa. The brakes, of course, don't do anything. All right. Let's go in reverse. The clutch engages right at the end, but it seems good. See, the water temperature is maybe moving. I don't know. Oil pressure, I don't know if I trust that gauge, but I do see it move when it starts, so it is getting oil pressure at least. I guess we'll just go into high gear and see how it goes. Tranny's a little noisy, but not bad. The seat is pretty comfy. The steering wheel's very low though. You can see my knee is like halfway up or higher. Steering's a little sloppy. Not terrible though. Looks like the front left wheel's got a bit of a wobble to it. Must have got bent. That sounds really good. Let's go into the field we just harvested. Oh, a little bumpy. Sorry about the wind noise. Yeah, not bad. Let's try, where's second? Beside it? What is all the way to the right? Nothing. Okay. Oh! I'll give it a bit more throttle. Oh! Okay. How is that second? No, that's got to be fourth again. Huh. Just trying to figure it out here. That's reverse. That's third. That's second. Ah, there we go. That's second. Or sorry, I was saying that was the other one was third. This is second. Okay. Let's try third. Oh, that's a noisy one. I think a lot of work was done in third on this one. Try first. Third's the quiet, or first is the quietest. Let's go through the bumps, check the suspension out. Yeah. Okay, nice. I haven't checked the rear end for fluid either, so we won't drive too much here, but pretty happy with it. Let's turn this puppy around. Actually, let's go do some work with it. I want to pull this McCormick out of the trees. I want to try and get that started for the next video. So we'll use this. Why not? Plus, I haven't tried reverse out yet. Besides getting it off the trailer. Okay, reverse. All right. Now, how how does that brake get activated? Just by your foot or whatever? Alright. Let's try to idle it down now. Oh, too low. Oh yeah, that sounds so good. I love that low idle. Flatheads are great for that. Anyway, I don't even have to worry about the turning the mag off or the key off because it's a mag. It doesn't matter. There's no battery to affect it. Okay, well, I'm pretty happy with this. Let's go, I'll go find a chain and we'll pull this thing forward a bit. This is another unit I got. I got this one for free from my uncle. And I bought a whole bunch of stuff for it to try and get it running. This has got PTO as well. And it's got everything, including the hand start. And that reminds me that this one also has the hand start crank lever here. So it still has it. It's just, you just pull it out of the holder to use it. So that's good. Yeah. All right, I'll be right back. All right, let's try this. Already putting her to work. Alright guys, thanks for watching. It's been fun. You'll be seeing this tractor in the near future and different videos, I'm sure. Great little piece for the collection. It'll go well with the Massey Harris grain cart I got and the two combines. Just some nice Canadian history right here. So appreciate it. Thanks for watching. You guys have yourself a great afternoon, evening, or morning. Take care.